This is Letter to Sons. I'm Doug Keating. Today, a special edition. I'm going to talk about a buddy and I going over to London for the final football weekend of the season, where we watched Everton play Tottenham Hotspur as the Hotspurs fought to stay in the Premier League. This was a quick trip to London from the Washington, D.C. area. Good news, Memorial Day weekend meant we could fly out Friday night and back on Monday, the 25th of May. We stayed at a different hotel for this trip, the Resident Soho, located right in the middle of Soho on a side street, so the noise was not too bad. I enjoyed this hotel and highly recommend it. Let me talk about what we did during our weekend in London. On Saturday morning, took a food tour with a company called Eating Europe. Then we checked into the hotel, took a little nap, and then went on a pub crawl around Soho. Woke up the next day, did some record shopping, had an excellent Malaysian lunch, and then headed to Tottenham Stadium for the game. The pub crawl we did was taken from Thomas Vosper's book, Historic Pub Crawls Through London. The highlight of the trip was the game Tottenham versus Everton at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. This game was hugely important for two reasons. One, Everton's my team this season. I hadn't seen them play. And two, Tottenham was fighting relegation to stay in the league. Unfortunately, Everton lost. Good news for Tottenham. They won and were not relegated. We got to hear 60,000 fans sing songs and celebrate the fact they came in 17th place in the Premier League. My buddy Joel and I had a lot of fun on this trip. Let me get to the best practices we learned. Memorial Day weekend is good for a quick trip to London. That extra day pays off. Attending a game on the final weekend of the season is better than a regular weekend. All the games start at the same time and there's always something at stake. Quick reminder, if you land in Heathrow, the tube is generally going to be your best option. It is both fast and cheap. The hotel we stayed in Soho, the Resident, it worked well, easy to get to around Soho and also to the tube stations. The Eating Europe Borough Market food tour was fun. This is the second food tour I've taken in Borough Market. It's an excellent place to sample food in London. I'm usually not for taking a nap the first day. In this case, we got there early, took a food tour, the food coma hit, and it was actually a good idea to take a nap. The pub crawl in Soho, it was excellent and exhausting. I went to bed and slept like a baby. Record shopping in Soho, it's just a lot of fun. They usually have things you can't find elsewhere. And don't let anybody tell you food in London is not good. The Malaysian place we ate lunch at is superb. Now let's talk about the game. It was a lot of fun with a great atmosphere, especially after the win. We got to party with 60,000 of our closest friends. As far as breakfast, the Resident Hotel did not serve it. No issue. There's plenty of independent cafes in Soho. You can grab a coffee and a pastry. And last, the Devonshire has top-notch Guinness and excellent food. The last day, that's where we ate and drank some Guinness. It was so good. Highly, highly recommend it. Now that everything went perfect on this trip, here are some lessons we learned. First, the weather was hot the entire weekend. Had to buy some shorts. I forgot to bring them, and I definitely did not need a jacket. Attending a game as an away fan, which is what I was, Everton, it's just not as fun as being a home fan. Add to that, Everton didn't play well, which made the game somewhat boring. The tickets we bought were not nearly as expensive as hospitality or VIP suites for games we've gone to previous this season. Tottenham Stadium, it is wonderful. However, it is a trek to get from the tube station to and from the stadium. Having said that, I've been to Tottenham Stadium twice this season. I think I'm going to skip it for next year. I will mention, don't be afraid to go as an away fan and sit with the home crew as long as you don't cheer for your team. That will prevent you from getting in trouble or getting your ass beat. The other thing I would say is we did a food tour and a pub crawl on the same day. It's just a lot. Your stomach may beg for mercy by the time you're done. And when it comes to pub crawls, if you're old like me, pace yourself. No more than one drink per pub. My friend Joel hit it early, hard, and paid the price later. And speaking of pubs, there's three we hit I wouldn't recommend. The Toucan, I was disappointed. 3 Greyhounds, too small. And Old Blue Posts, it's just kind of old and dusty. Bottom line, we had a fantastic time going to the final weekend of the Premier League in London. If you get a chance to go, I recommend you do. You won't regret it.